All right. So you can share the screen here.
Hello everyone. Today our group going to present on the topic of word formation, word choice, rules, and synonyms. I'm 707 Monsichang.
I am 701 Pencil.
I'm 703 Patrapon. I'm 718 Saranan.
I'm 726 Tida.
014. Let's start with word formation. What is word formation? Word formation is the process of combining two or more words by using existing elements and according to the pattern and rules of a given language. And there are four main kinds of word formation, which are prefixes, suffixes, conjunctions, and compounds. The first one, prefixes. A prefix is a word part added to the beginning of a word to create a new meaning, and it can also make a word negative or express relation of time, place, or manner. And here are some examples of prefix words. This means not, opposite of. Example, dissatisfied, disagree. Miss means wrongly. Example, misspell, misinformed. And means not. Example, unacceptable, unemployment. Pre means before. Example, prepare, periods. Non means not. Example, nonsense, non-stop. Sub means under. Example, submerge, subtitle. Anti means against. Example, antibacterial, antigen. The next one, suffixes. A suffix is a word part added to the end of a word to create a new meaning. And here are some examples of suffix words. Ans means an action or state. Example, important, performance. Less means without. Example, hopeless, meaningless. Full means not able for. Example, handful, thankful. Ing means an action or result. Example, painting, jumping. Un means a process, state, or result. Example, declaration, affection. Able or able means a capable of being. Example, unforgettable, terrible. And ship means position held. Example, relationship, friendship. And not to remember that prefixes and suffixes are not words in their own right, and they cannot stand on their own initiative. Next book will tell you about conversion and compounds.
Conversion. Conversion involves the change of a word from one word class to another. For example, can you text her? From this sentence is a verb, but from now text, meaning to send a text message. If you are not careful, some downloads can damage your computer. This is now from verb download. All companies have their ups and downs. Nouns are prepositions. Next, please. Next is compounds. A compound word is two or more words linked together to produce a word with a new meaning. For example, food plus ball equal football. Cup plus cake equal cupcake. Star plus fish equals a starfish. The last one, land plus way equal landway. Next, please.
Next is word choice. Word choice is choosing the best, most effective word to form clear and convincing sentence. Choosing the right word take into considerations many different factors, and finding the word that pack the most punch require both a great vocabulary and a great understanding of the nuance in English. The factor that influence good word choice, the first one is meaning. Word can be chosen for one of two meaning, the denotative meaning or the connotative meaning. The second one is specificity. Use words that are both correct in meaning and specific in description.
Look at the example here. The person who is taking the minutes will be seated by the chairman. So the correct answer is choice D, by. Means the same as near or beside, which it fit well with the meaning in this sentence, while the other choice are wrong. Choice A, from, indicate a source from one place to another place. Choice B, to indicate destination somewhere. And choice C requires an additional to, like next to something or next to someone. Another example, in order to make more money, Mr. Garcia has decided to take on a second job. The correct answer is choice B, take on, means to accept a challenge. Choice A, take off, mean to leave. Choice C, take from, means to remove. And choice D, take out, means, choice C, take from, means to remove from someone's possession. And choice D, take out, means to remove. Ways of improving the choices of words. There are many ways you can choose a word more appropriately. For example, focus on the tone of diction or communication. Pick words that match with the tone in a sentence. Improve your vocabulary with lots of practice. Learn the meaning of words as much as you can, and learn the difference between part of speech, like how to use noun, adverbs, verbs, or adjective.
Rules and synonyms. Rules can stand on their own and have their own meaning. It is the main meaning, and it can be at any position of a word. You can also generate a new word by adding prefix or suffix. And synonyms are words that have exactly or nearly the same meaning as other words. However, it may not be used in the same context, but some can. Next, please. Why we have to know? Learning rules and synonyms are really important. It can help you find the keywords in the questions repeatedly, and there are many rules that come from Latin and Greek as well. And some words were made by root suffix and prefix, as in the following example, calculation. Next, please. And here are some examples from synonyms. First, abundant, ample. Second, aggressive, militant, awful, atrocious, eccentric, unusual. Next, please. Here are some examples. What Sally is wearing is the epitome of chic fashion. What is another word for epitome? A. Regular. B. Personification. C. Standard. D. Completion. The meaning of regular is mean, basic, or normal. Personifications mean represent or embody a quality or concept in a physical form. Standard mean levels of quality or attainment. And completion is the action of completing something. And the correct answer for this item is personifications, because epitome has the most similar meanings as personifications. Next, please. Scheduleless people will accept all the promise of the politicians. A. With low education. B. Well planned. C. Stupid and selfish. D. Ready to believe things. And the correct answer of this item is the last one, ready to believe things, because Latin roots word meaning of credulous is that easily believes, trustful, from seizure to believe. So credulous means someone who believes in other easily. Next, please.
Next is an example for TOEIC exam. First, Tom Peterson, the CEO is an the person who is well known for taking care of his employees. A, admire. B, admirable. C, admiration. D, admirable. This question, the answer is B, admirable, because it's used for a person. In front of now, it should be adjective. Next, please. The second, after an uncertain start to the year, shareholders were relieved when the company reported a substantial ... in profit in the fourth quarter. A, ascent. B, grow. C, raising. D, raise. This question, the answer is raising, because it put after the adjective.
The flight is cancelled. The seminar will have to be postponed. The answer is B, if, because if can indicate a possible situation. So the choice A, while indicates to actions. So C, although, indicate an unexpected result. So the last one is besides, need to add an idea. Next.
The fourth one, I just don't see the joy of going around spreading your stupidity and immaturity. A, weakness. B, innocent. C, security. And D, childishness. Actually, immaturity is mean ความไม่โต ความไม่มีวุฒิภาวะ ความเด็ก อะไรประมาณนี้ค่ะ because the root words of mature is mean ความโต การมีวุฒิภาวะ การโตเต็มวัย and weakness and shyness is the negative words. As you can see that innocent and security is kind of positive. So the correct answer is shyness. Next, please. I was surprised at her ... of me. The correct answer is recognizable. The choice D. Next, please. Nobody likes Betty. She is the most ... person. The correct answer is A, unpleasant. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you for the presentation here. So now I'm going to let you, let me check first. All right, so this is the tip and strategy for a listening test, right? So basically you have to listen for part 4, right? 3 and 4 is quite challenging. What I need you to understand is that you're gonna have like a tip for listening here. The first one is prediction, meaning that you have to guess the possible answer from, let's say, like from the question, right? Because we have to read it first and then try to listen, and while you listen, try to predict what is the correct or even possible answer here. And the second one is that you need to be able to find the main idea. So the main idea from this paragraph, for example, like just listen for the first speaker who talked about that. It's okay. For example, may I have your attention, flight, blah, blah, blah. So meaning that you have to get a keyword first, flight, and have to involve with this kind of situation, just because it's all about the topic, sentence, or the main idea here. Second is that keep active listen, right? So for listening, I can say that while you listen, maybe sometimes you might not be able to catch the whole sentences or even the whole paragraph, the whole story of that last listening, right? Especially for part 4, just because just only for a single talk, you need to listen for the detail or information from a single speaker here. So what you need to do is that you have to listen by, breaking, right? Even a full stop from the first 1, 2, 3. What I can say is that just question from WH question, for example, like what is that, right? And then why. You need to know that, or even how the process will be, taking an action here. Next is that identify the problem, just because for the listening test in the TOEIC, basically it talks about the problems, and you are able to see the possible solution from that problem. So once you got the problems, right, and then after that you can find out the possible solution, or even just figure out what is going on in that space. Next, inference and meaning in that context. I can say this is a little bit difficult for listening comprehension, just because so what you listen and what you read in the test paper might be different, meaning that you have to get the real understanding first, and then you can get into it. Inference means you got the whole picture of that message, right? But it right in a different way. And then the last one is that implication. So it's the same, right? Inference is summary, but implication meaning that The speaker talks something, but in a written text, it implies different things. So I can say like for 4, 5, and 6, it's quite a little bit challenging, but you have to do, or you have to be master for 1, 2, and 3. That's it for part 4. All right, so anyone want to read out loud from this slide? Okay, good. Next, any volunteer want to read out loud from this slide?
Me,
Okay, good. Go ahead.
Mayflower and Company, the area's newest and largest department store, will be celebrating its grand opening next Saturday. Don't miss the once in a lifetime event. Free food and entertainment for the whole family will be provided. Take advantage of deep discounts on items in all store departments, home furnishings, office supplies, garden supplies, clothing, and more. Discounts will be in effect for one day only. This event will be held rain or shine from 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening. Free parking will be available all day, so come on down. Mayflower and Company is just 10 minutes from downtown across the road from City Mall.
Good. Just type done for me, please. So you can see like from this, let's say the speech, right? I'm going to let you read out loud just because once you read, you just focus on between the line, right? But when you listen, you have to understand what he or she is saying there, right? Good. So after that, you have to apply for the 5 or 6 tip and strategy for part 4 here. Prediction, find the main idea, keep listening, or even identify the problem and solution, inference and implication here. Moving to next one, this one. Anyone want to read out loud?
Me, please.
Me,
All right, go ahead.
Road conditions are dangerous out there, folks. So stay home and don't drive anywhere unless absolutely necessary. This morning's snowfall has already led to a 7-car accident near the train station. Schools are closed and many businesses are as well. Snow is expected to continue falling throughout the afternoon and evening, and temperature will remain chilly. The sky should start clearing throughout morning, and tomorrow should be sunny and a good bit warmer.
All right, thank you so much for your reading out loud. Just type done for me, please. Okay, done, right? So for this, you can see like speech can be spoken in a various ways. So sometimes like it's all about like a memorandum or advertisement in the internal organization, or even some kind of advertising from the public. So here, some kind of like interactive marketing strategy or even talk may be a lot of details. So I can say that if you listen for a talk, right? If you listen for an advertisement, what you need to do is that you have to make sure that you get any kind of detail of it. Anyway, you can practice and apply from this kind of tip. Prediction might not be applicable at all, but what I can say from prediction is that it saves time to, to predict something, what is going to be in that written text for the question types, okay? And you can see that identify from the problem or cause and effect here, inference and implication. The question asks you for the last question in each talk. So just be reminded that if you want to get the correct answer here, just focus and keep listening here. Next, please. Any volunteer want to read out loud here?
Me, teacher.
Yep.
The City Center Theaters announced that Smith Brothers Circus is coming to town next month. The circus will be performing at the theater during the first week of August with 2 shows daily at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. Tickets are just $15 each and are available by calling at 964-8 8434. Smith Brothers Circus will also be giving away a limit number of free tickets. To request your free ticket, simply send a postcard to the Smith Brothers in care of the theater. Include your name and address and a brief statement explaining why you love the circus. You could be one of the 25 lucky winners.
Thank you so much for your reading out loud. Just type done for me, please. All right, so basically what you need to do is that just listen for the gist or the main idea, right? The topic or the main idea here, and then you have to guess what is the context is about from what you are listening to. So basically, I can say that you can, divide into 3 parts. The first one is that the main idea or the topic sentence. And the second part is about the paragraph. It talks about the detail or even example, what you need to do, action plan, 1, 2, 3, or step by step here. And the last one is that the conclusion for commercial advertising, it's about like how to convince any readers or listener to do what it expect to do. So that's it. Okay, the last one, any volunteer want to read out loud from E, elephant here?
Me.
Yep.
The Riverside Park Elementary School was destroyed by fire last night. The fire was first reported by Ethel Rogers, owner of the corner bookstore located on the same block. As Miss Rogers was leaving the store around 9, she noticed smoke rising out of the school building and immediately notified authorities. Firefighters arrived on the scene within minutes and worked for 5 hours to put out the blaze. Fortunately, there were no injuries. All the school children and school staff had left the building several hours before the fire was noticed. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
Yep. All right, so we can see from talk, just type done for me, please. Okay, done, right? Anyway, for talk, we have to listen a lot, right? 10 talk and 30 questions from the TOEIC test. So you've done it already and you have listened and test for a midterm exam already. So I can say like, maybe you can have more chance to practice about it. And I would say that it's all about like the way that you have to keep listening and we have to listen for the comprehension. That's all for talk in the TOEIC test here. So for reading, okay, this one is very important for you and for all, right? So the tip and strategy for reading comprehension, you can see that the skimming and scanning or even prediction would be the same, right? Once you read the long or short passage, you need to skim and scan first, just because it is an initial process to get the real understanding before we go into the detail. After that, if you are into a business, right? So it will be fine for you, just because for a TOEIC, I can say that the previous knowledge, it is related to business or even commercial here. And what you need to practice for more is that you may have to master your skill for a fast reader, just because fast reader, what you need to do is that you're just timing yourself for 1 minute, and then you can read the whole sentence in only 1 minute. This can be determined that you are a fast reader. Once you are a slow reader, you might not be able to finish or handle the test in time. So I can say like try to practice for your pacing while you're reading, okay? And then repeated reader, meaning that once you look at the question type, okay? So basically for a reading comprehension, you are asked to, answer the question for 3 questions, 4 questions, or even 5 questions for double email, right? So repeated reader, meaning that you have to look into the detail and then try to repeat those sentences again and again, just because we have to make sure that the correct answer will be there, okay? And next one is all about like the tip and strategy for reading comprehension, and it might be common for those questions in reading too. For example, like main idea, topic, sentence, inferences, or even implication here. So all in all, I can say that you have to practice the paraphrasing skill, just because the reading is not that imply the same text in that questions, meaning that it might be different a bit. So what you need to do is that you have to understand the main idea first. You have to understand the inferences from those reading text, or even you have to understand the meaning implication for that reading. Okay, this is very important. So you can mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 here. Okay, so this is the test format, right? Test format for reading comprehension. You can see that what you are asked to read is that memos, facts, schedule, things like this, right? So actually for this one is just only single passage, just only like a 1 paragraph, and then those questions might be 2 or 3 questions. So for a long text, right? So you can see like you're gonna read from the diagram and as well like a paragraph given, right? I can say that this one would be like you have to make relevant or relationship between the two. For example, like the detailed information and the table given here. And the last one is that double email. So basically it's all about like what you are reading for the email, right? Email and reply. And the questions would be the main idea, the detailed discussion, or even the action plan. เดี๋ยวให้ทำไปฟังก่อนดีกว่านะ So shall we listen and practice listening together? I'm going to let you listen from part 3 and 4, just because it is a little bit challenging here. 1, 2, 3, go.
Spoken only once and not written out. For each question, choose the answer choice that accurately answers it.
Questions 32 through 34 refer to the following conversation.
Hi, this is Neil Chen. I just made an online reservation at your hotel, but when I saw the confirmation page, I realized that I'd made a mistake in the dates. Can I make a change?
I'll be happy to change your reservation, provided we have a room available. Could you please give me your confirmation code?
Sure, it's VF732. I want the reservation for the following weekend, January 10th through 12th. Will the price be the same?
Let me see. Yes, we do have a room available for that weekend at the same rate. So I've changed your booking with us. You can expect an updated confirmation in your email shortly.
Number 32. Where does the woman most likely work? Number 33. Why is the man calling? Number 34. What will the woman email the man? Questions 35 through 37 refer to the following conversation.
Good morning, Mr. Lin. We have a package for you to pick up here at the Morseville Post Office. You should have received a missed delivery card when we tried to deliver it a week ago.
I'm looking through my mail now and I can't find any notice about a missed delivery. I just got back from vacation.
Oh, I see. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Just be sure to bring along some form of photo identification when you come to pick your package up.
Number 35. Who most likely is the woman? Number 36. What does the man say he cannot find? Number 37. What does the woman ask the man to bring with him? Questions 38 through 40 refer to the following conversation.
Excuse me, I saw the flyer posted in the window of your gallery advertising art classes. I wondered if I could sign up for the watercolor painting class on Tuesday evening.
Sorry, but the classroom is too small to accommodate more than a few people, and that class is already full.
Oh, that's disappointing. Is there any chance you'll offer a second class?
Yes, we're thinking about holding one on Wednesday night also. Would you like me to put your name down on the waiting list?
Number 38. What does the woman want to do at the art gallery? Number 39. What problem does the man mention? Number 40. What does the man offer to do for the woman? Questions 41 through 43 refer to the following conversation.
Hi, Ms. Miller. It's Hector Diaz calling from Jackson Real Estate. An apartment has just been listed that I think you might be interested in. It's a one-bedroom place that's available immediately, but best of all, it's near Fulbright Park.
Near Fulbright Park? Oh, that's wonderful news. The park is very close to my office. That's exactly what I'd hoped for.
Would you like to look at the apartment? We can get in to see it sometime tomorrow if you're free.
I'm busy in the morning, but the afternoon would be fine. Let me write down where it is and I can meet you there.
Number 41. What type of business does the man work for? Number 42. Why is the woman pleased? Number 43. What does the woman plan to do tomorrow afternoon? Questions 44 through 46 refer to the following conversation.
Ms. Kim, I finished setting up the tables, so it looks like we're all ready to open the cafe at 8 o'clock. Is there anything else you'd like me to do?
Yes. Someone from the city maintenance department called yesterday and told me that a crew will be repairing the pavement right outside the cafe today. I'm worried that customers won't know we're open and we can't afford to lose the business.
Well, why don't I put a sign out front that tells customers we're open and that they can come in through the side entrance?
Number 44. What does the woman say will happen today? Number 45. What is the woman worried about? Number 46. What does the man offer to do? Questions 47 through 49 refer to the following conversation with 3 speakers.
Thank you for taking me to that wonderful concert. It was a nice way to celebrate the merger of our companies.
We knew you'd enjoy it. That string quartet performs all over the world.
I'm not surprised. So, my flight doesn't leave until noon. Should I come by your office in the morning to finish up the paperwork?
Oh, Ms. Yamada is handling that.
Yes, I am. I'll be in the office by 8 in the morning, so you can stop by any time after that. There are only a few final documents to sign.
Number 47. What are the speakers celebrating? Number 48. What does the man imply when he says,
that string quartet performs all over the world?
Number 49. What do the women agree to do in the morning? Questions 50 through 52 refer to the following conversation.
I don't know how I'm going to get through all the resumes that were submitted for the accountant positions we advertised. We received several hundred applications for 3 positions.
That is a lot of applications. I can help you review some of them. Why don't I take half of them?
That would be great. I don't have hard copies of them, though. The files are all saved on my computer.
Okay, do you think you can print the ones you want me to work on? I prefer to read through them on paper.
Number 50. What are the speakers trying to do? Number 51. What does the man suggest? Number 52. What does the man ask the woman to do? Questions 53 through 55 refer to the following conversation.
Hi, Rita. Thanks for taking a look at my car to see if it needs any work. I'd like to list it for sale by the end of the week because I need to buy a larger car.
Well, I think buyers will really like the car because the exterior has been well maintained. However, I can see a few holes in the cloth on the front seat. I'd certainly recommend having that repaired.
Okay. Do you know if it'll cost a lot to have new fabric put on the seat?
I have a friend who does that kind of work, and he's very affordable. I'll look for his card so you can call him for an estimate.
Number 53. Why is the man selling his car? Number 54. According to the woman, why will buyers like the car? Number 55. What will the woman most likely do next? Questions 56 through 58 refer to the following conversation.
Hi, I'm calling from Burke Country Tours. We're interested in having some t-shirts made for our customers, and I saw your advertisement in the newspaper. Could you give me some information about your quantities and prices?
Certainly. Shirts are $8 each, but if you order a lot of them, that is more than 50, you'll get a 15% discount off of the total price.
That price seems reasonable. So we'd like to get our company logo printed on the shirts. Is that hard to do?
No, it's actually really easy. Just go to our website, upload the image of your logo, and then place your order.
Number 56. What does the man want to purchase? Number 57. How can the man receive a discount? Number 58. What does the woman tell the man to do? Questions 59 through 61 refer to the following conversation with 3 speakers.
Sorry to bother you, but I'm wondering if either of you remember someone named James Pullman. He worked here at the newspaper a few months ago.
That name doesn't sound familiar. Why?
Someone from Colby Media called today. James applied for a job there, and he listed our newspaper agency as his last place of employment. They asked for a recommendation, but I never actually worked with him.
James Pullman? I remember James. He was one of our staff photographers for about a year. He was very talented.
Well, would you mind providing the recommendation then?
Sure, I'd be happy to. But I wish he had contacted one of us directly. That's the usual procedure.
Number 59. Where do the speakers work? Number 60. Why did Colby Media contact the speaker's workplace? Number 61. What does the woman imply when she says,
I never actually worked with him.
Questions 62 through 64 refer to the following conversation and menu.
Excuse me, are you ready to order lunch, or are you waiting for someone else to arrive?
Oh, I'm ready to order. I'm eating alone. I'm preparing for a meeting this afternoon, and I need somewhere quiet to work.
Of course. What would you like?
I'm interested in the daily special. Can you tell me what it is?
Today, it's a small cheese pizza and a beverage.
Oh, I think that's what I'll get. And by the way, since I'll be working on my laptop here, can I have the password for the restaurant's wireless internet?
Sure, it's on the back of the menu.
Number 62. Why does the woman say she is at the restaurant? Number 63. Look at the graphic. How much will the woman pay for her menu item? Number 64. What does the man say is on the back of the menu? Questions 65 through 67 refer to the following conversation and magazine cover.
Let's talk about November's cover. This month's issue is about trends in smartphone technology, and we've selected our cover photo for that. Now, which story should be mentioned on the cover?
Reiko is working on a story about teaching people how to develop their own applications for smartphones.
Oh, that's a good angle. But do you think that's cover page material?
It's got an educational theme, and she's interviewed people from many age groups for the story. I think it'll attract a lot of readers who don't normally buy our magazine.
Good point. Let's put Reiko's headline just below the cover photo.
Any ideas for which stories to put on the sides of the center photo?
Number 65. According to the woman, what is the topic of this month's issue? Number 66. According to the man, why should Reiko's story be included on the cover? Number 67. Look at the graphic. Where will the title of Reiko's story be? Questions 68 through 70 refer to the following conversation and floor plan.
Excuse me, I bought some camping supplies earlier this year, and I was sure the store I bought them from was right here.
Well, our store's just been at this location for a couple of months. The one that was here before, Amir's outdoor equipment, moved right next door. This shop was just too small for them.
Thanks. The owner, Amir, is such a great guy. I can always trust his recommendations. I'm hoping to buy a tent from him today.
Well, I know that today is his day off, but his daughter manages the store when he's not there. I'm sure she'll help you find what you're looking for.
Number 68. What does the man ask the woman about? Number 69. Look at the graphic. Where does the woman work? Number 70. What does the woman say about Amir?
Part 4. Directions. In Part 4 of the test, you will listen to 10 talks. Every talk will be followed by 3 questions about it. Each question will have 4 answer choices, marked A, B, C, and D. Each talk will be spoken only once and not written out. For each question, choose the answer choice that accurately answers it.
Questions 71 through 73 refer to the following telephone message.
Hello, Mr. Dario. I'm calling from Leroy's Cake Shop about the cake you ordered. I'm really sorry, but we've made a mistake. We used the wrong filling for the cake. Instead of blueberries, we put raspberries in it. You have 2 choices. If you don't mind the different ingredients, we'll give you this cake for free. Or if you still want the cake with blueberry filling, we'll offer you a 30% discount and bake you a new cake by tomorrow. Please let us know what you decide.
Number 71. Where does the caller work? Number 72. What problem does the caller describe? Number 73. What is the listener asked to do? Questions 74 through 76 refer to the following announcement.
I'd like to introduce our new branch manager, Ms. Susan Lee. One of Ms. Lee's priorities is to secure our position as the leading bank in our community. She hopes to accomplish this by providing affordable loans to local businesses to help them grow. I know you'd all like to find out more. We only have the room until 2 o'clock, but Ms. Lee will be starting work here full-time on Monday, so you can contact her anytime after that.
Number 74. What is the purpose of the announcement? Number 75. What does Ms. Lee plan to do? Number 76. What does the speaker imply when he says,
We only have the room until 2 o'clock.
Questions 77 through 79 refer to the following talk.
As the director of the city's Parks Department, I'd like to thank all of you for volunteering to plant flowers today here in Bailey's Park. I'd like to point out that the flowers you'll be planting were selected specifically because they are known to attract a lot of butterflies. The Parks Department has provided enough shovels and rakes for everyone, so please grab one and let's get to work.
Number 77. Who most likely is the speaker? Number 78. What does the speaker say about butterflies? Number 79. What has been provided for the listeners? Questions 80 through 82 refer to the following announcement.
Attention Blackstone Railways passengers. We have just installed a new automated ticketing system. The ticketing machines are located near the main entrance. The touch screens are quick and easy to use when purchasing your train tickets. And for your convenience, instructions on how to use the system are now available in a variety of languages, including English, Spanish, French, and Mandarin. If you need assistance with the ticketing machines, a Blackstone Railways representative can assist you.
Number 80. Where most likely is this announcement being made? Number 81. What does the speaker say is now available? Number 82. What is mentioned about the user instructions? Questions 83 through 85 refer to the following broadcast.
In business news, one of the world's largest manufacturers of aircraft engines, Quickstar, has been contracted to supply engines for the new SW-20 airplane. In order to be able to produce the large number of engines required by the contract, Quickstar is planning to open another manufacturing plant at the beginning of September. The new factory will be located in the city of Laxton. In a press conference earlier this morning, the mayor of Laxton expressed his enthusiasm for the opening of the facility, asserting that it will bring an estimated 300 skilled jobs to the community.
Number 83. What does the business produce? Number 84. According to the speaker, what will the business do in September? Number 85. What does the mayor anticipate will happen in Laxton? Questions 86 through 88 refer to the following instructions.
We've talked about the minor repairs and upgrades you will be making at the museum. Now, let's turn our attention to the work you'll do monitoring the thermostats in each gallery. Environmental control is extremely important to the museum. If the temperature and humidity are not kept very stable, paintings, books, and sculptures can be damaged. Of course, that's the last thing we want. Now, your work checklists say that you only need to check each thermostat once a shift, but I look at least twice a shift, especially in the summer. You'd be surprised by how quickly things change.
Number 86. What type of work are listeners training for? Number 87. What problem is the speaker hoping to avoid? Number 88. What does the speaker imply when she says,
I look at least twice a shift?
Questions 89 through 91 refer to the following telephone message.
Hi, Franklin. It's Alicia. I just took a look at our taxi company's online ratings, and the results were pretty disappointing. Customers had complaints about a variety of things, but apparently the biggest issue seems to be that our drivers just aren't very friendly. Remember, everyone can see our ratings online. If we want to keep our company in the market, we need to address this. So I have an idea. Why don't we start giving a bonus to our taxi drivers who consistently receive high customer ratings? We could select a top performing employee each month. I think it'd be worth a try.
Number 89. What aspect of the taxi business did most customers comment on? Number 90. What does the speaker mean when she says,
Everyone can see our ratings online?
Number 91. What does the speaker suggest? Questions 92 through 94 refer to the following excerpt from a workshop.
Welcome to this workshop on developing a business plan. Let's start with a simple explanation of what that is. A business plan is a statement that describes your goals and how you plan to achieve them. A well-written business plan makes a good impression, and this is important for getting financial support from people willing to invest in your company. Now, before we look at some examples of effective business plans, I'd like to go around and have each of you share your prior work experience with a group. Now, who would like to begin?
Number 92. What is the topic of the workshop? Number 93. According to the speaker, why is it important to make a good first impression? Number 94. What does the speaker ask members of the group to do? Questions 95 through 97 refer to the following telephone message and schedule.
Hi, Leon. It's Hiroshi. I know you were planning to come with me to the yoga class at the fitness center, but I just checked the website and I see the class is canceled today. There's another class at the same time, so I'm going to take that one instead. Do you still want to come? And afterwards, I'm meeting a couple of our co-workers at Reynolds Cafe to see a jazz group perform. They're supposed to be excellent. Let me know if you'd like to join us, and I'll make a reservation for you. The group has won several awards, so I expect it'll be crowded. Talk to you later.
Number 95. Look at the graphic. Which class does the speaker plan to take? Number 96. Why is the speaker going to Reynolds Cafe? Number 97. What does the speaker offer to do? Questions 98 through 100 refer to the following excerpt from a meeting and graph.
Now, let's go over the sales data for our new dishwashers. After we ran our internet ad campaign in July, we saw an increase in sales in all provinces. However, I think that our best performing market for this dishwasher has even more potential than what we predicted. So I suggest we start direct mail advertising there next week to reach people who might not have seen our ad online. Helen from the marketing department is here to present some information about the mailing campaign.
Number 98. What kind of products does the speaker's company sell? Number 99. Look at the graphic. In which province will the company begin a direct mail advertising campaign? Number 100. What will the listeners most likely do next? This is the end of the listening test.
Great ดีกว่านะครับเบรกกี่นาทีดีโหวตเข้ามาครับ10 นาทีกด1 15 นาทีกด2กดเข้ามาได้นะครับมีกด1และกด2ครับกดได้นะฮะเดี๋ยวเรามานั่งเรียน reading whatever can do ลองกดเข้ามาก่อนนะ all right just go for break right so I can say that most of you choose 2 for 15 minutes, right? And we have to study for more reading comprehension for second half here. 2, right? 15 minutes then. Now, I love Okay, so we can start reading comprehension here. Reading comprehension. So for the tip and strategy for reading comprehension, right? So basically what you need to do is that you have to see the main idea or the topic sentence here. So the first one is that here is for your fitness yoga, right? Yoga, right? As many of you are aware, our yoga classes are becoming busier and busier. With most classes filled beyond capacity, we are in the process of renting additional space for a second studio. We estimate that it will be at least 8 weeks before a new studio will be up and running. So basically, when you read for the first sentence in each paragraph, right? So you need to identify the main idea first. So here the cause is that just because lots of people, right? And too many customers, that is the yoga classes cannot even receive beyond capacity here, just because it's gonna have like a construction or even something fixed at there. Is that right? In the interim, this meanwhile, right? Meanwhile, we are limiting all classes, all class sizes to 20 students. Additionally, members can sign up online for a maximum of 2 classes a day. You can register up to 3 days in advance. This is the action, right? Just because the problem is that it cannot be available at that time. So what you need to do is that you have to register even the, apply beforehand. Okay, so class sign up straight are available at the front desk, or you can sign up online at blah blah blah, this one. We do apologize for any inconvenience this may cause our members. Thank you for your cooperation here. So again, you have to split into 3 sections. The first one is that main idea or the topic sentences. Look at the first sentence of each paragraph. And the second one is that the detail, right? Detail or information required that you have to understand a bit, just because it's all about step by step or, story. And the last one is that maybe just because the problem happened or occurs at that time. So they need to say apologizing for any inconveniences here. Check. So basically, if you are not a fast reader, I can say that what you need to do is that you have to check your own understanding here by asking yourself for 5 or for 4 questions here. The first one is that what is the reason for the notice? Second, who will be affected by the changes? Okay, and then when will additional studio be ready? And the last one is that how can student register? So basically, for the first question is that the main idea, right? The reason why for this notice, why it happened, why it takes place here. And the second one is that people, right? So we can see that who here, meaning that members of that yoga classes, right? Or even additional studio be ready, just because something changed here during the operation or the construction side or something changed here. And the last one is that how can you register? You can answer for 1 and 2 and 3, 4 if you're done, right? And you complete the answer here. I think it is perfect. All right, so Can you answer for the first question and then type the message into the chat box here? And the first question is that what is the reason for the notice? Try to type any of your own understanding here. All right, you get the concept from reading comprehension, right? One more reading. Son online, พูดคนเดียวสอนออนไลน์นะครับ All right, so moving to next here. Reading comprehension. So here is all about like I can say email, right? To all employee from human resource manager and then flexi time benefit. So you can see like first of all we have to skim and scan first just because this is a tip and strategy. What you need to see is that the topic sentence or the headline here, and you have to identify between the two. The first one is receiver, right? Employee, and sender, manager of human resources. I'm pleased to announce that our CEO, Mr. Jackson, earlier today approved effective immediately an employee flexi time benefit. This has come about the result of intense negotiations over past few months between the executive committee and representative from human resources department. So what is the main idea here? So you can say like announcement what? Announcement that flexi time benefit for all employees may be effective, right? Or is effective immediately here. And just because they been discussing something toward these kind of issues, that's it. And flexi time is a major new benefit adding to the already generous benefit package. So it talks about flexi time, right? The detail or description of flexi time here. Employees are requested to visit the company website and click on flexi time. There you can read and complete program. Once you have read and the details, right, of the package, contact your supervisor to discuss and implement your personal flexi time options. Over 98% of employees will be able to take advantage of the program. So we can see like this is details, right, or what the employee should do when it comes into effect here. Blah blah blah. Move next. So you need to check the understanding here. Try to answer, right? Try to answer the question from what is the purpose of the memo and when will it comes into effect, or even who will be benefit from the program. Yep. It's good. You can get A here. What about second question here? Good นะ reading จะ detail นิดหนึ่ง เดี๋ยวเราถามก่อน เลิก 11 โมงดีไหมครับเลิก 11 โมงกด 1 เลิกหลัง 11 โมงกด 2 active ขึ้นมาเลยดีมากครับกดเข้ามาเลยจะได้เลิกไวๆนะครับ อันในส่วนของ reading เนี่ย shall we skip it then just because it is online basically I'm going to let you do the reading test here just because you can practice right reading basically you can practice for timing yourself for 1 minute and then you can answer for this question here right this is your homework 1 homework 2 homework all right, so I'm going to let you, this one it would be like the practice test and I give you the answer already. So you can review, recall if you are going to take the real test. It's okay, just because I think if you want to, I would suggest that you can, take the real TOEIC test from ATS or BB TOEFL, right? Just because it might be one of the evaluation for your course for the ECP course here. And I can say that if you pass 700 above, you can get an A. So it's not that hard, I can say. Yeah. All right. So this one would be like your homework. And we can finish a class by doing this. Vocabulary. It's okay. So everyone can type the synonym into chat 5. Potential popularity, postpone. Predictable practical priority. Principal prevention, probability. And the last one is that probationary. That's it. And เดี๋ยวเข้าไปในเดี๋ยวนะแป๊บนึงนะรับสมัครทั้งวัน All right, everyone, look, everyone can fill the vocabulary into the chat files, okay? This one. So if you finish it, right? Finish it before 11 would be great. And once you finish, you can leave from the Zoom, right? So we can be responsible for 9.1 here. And the second one is that 9.2, professional, profitable, progressive, prompt, prohibit properly, and then pursue, purchase, priority, preferences. That's it. This one, 9.3, qualification, quotation, qualified, right? Rational, reasonable, realize, receptive, recognize, recommendation, and then recruitment. Also, the way before we go here, so you are asked to write a meaningful sentence based on your number, right? All right, so have a bath, have a drink, have a good time, have a haircut, have a holiday, have a problem, have a relationship, have a rest, have a lunch, and then have a sympathy. That's it. À, พิมพ์เร็วปล่อยเร็วนะครับไป finish เลย ตามสัญญานะ as a promise we can finish the class just only this and see you next time. Bye bye.